welcome back to another Sunday Nights with Faye Seidler. It's Sunday night. It's Faye. We're back. We're doing things. All right, first thing to let you know about is going to be the Trans Night of Hope. That's going to be an event that takes place November 20th. It is an online event, which means that you can participate in it if you want to share a video of hope, a message of hope, art, hope. I'm taking videos for that right now. I have other things kind of in conjunction with this event. I'm also going to try to raise some money for trans individuals during it to directly give to folks who need it. But it's on my website. Check it out, share it out. I want to get as many voices as possible to really give our queer youth and our trans youth a message of love, because they often don't get that in this state, especially if they are in rural communities. And I want to give them a chance to see something that is warm, that can build resiliency and hope for them. So please share around, please participate if you can. I want to let you know that this Tuesday, the FM Coalition End Homelessness is meeting, as they often do. Their meetings are open to the public. If you want to join the commission, I think you can do that as well. All the stuff that they do, that they discuss, is available. So if you want to be involved with and get more involved with helping those experiencing homelessness, this is how you do it. This is a good way to do it, at least in Fargo-Moorhead, and there are probably other opportunities across the state to get involved. I want to highlight November 1st at 6:30 p.m. online. There's going to be a Let's Talk About It. That is a support group meeting for parents of queer and trans youth in particular. There are more details on the link, but it could be a good opportunity for folks to connect across the state because there aren't a lot of things for parents right now for queer youth. I want to let everyone know that mental health first aid training is available for free due to some grants. This is a really comprehensive 8-hour training module that gives everyone, no matter what your background is, the ability, comfort, and confidence to provide mental health first aid. That's like physical health first aid, but for your brain. And what it does is basically, if someone's going through a crisis, you can sit down with them and go, what are our options? It doesn't mean that you're a therapist or a crisis interventionalist. But what it does mean is that when someone does express, alarming feelings about suicidality or something like that, you know what to do. And it's really just talking to them, assessing where they are, being there with them, giving them resources to access. So that's available to take. They have a lot of different modules, a lot of different times for you to take it across the next couple of months. It might not always be available or free, so really try to take up on it now, take the offer up, and let other people know about it. I want to let you know about Parents Lead. It's a really great resource put on by the North Dakota Health and Human Services to give parents resources to help their kid out. Like if they're being bullied, what do you do? It has stuff, they have stuff like that and more. But we're inviting K-12 students to contribute art to a billboard that's talking about the power of prevention, kind of like peer support as opposed to peer pressure. So if you have a kid who can draw and make art and is interested in contributing to positive community norms, this is your opportunity. Then finally, for things you can do you know someone in Moorhead who's doing fantastic work for human rights? Because if you do, you can nominate them for the Human Rights Award. That will be deadline November 12th. So you actually have a little while to do this, and you should. Even if they don't win, it's good to be recognized by your peers for the work that you do. So I recommend finding someone in Moorhead that does this work and nominating them. We have another fantastic editorial board commentary from likely one Bill Mercer Jr. As an older, white, wealthy guy who happens to be the CEO and owner of The Form, which is our largest publication, he feels it necessary, if not his right, to tell kids what they should be doing to be effective. I will say one thing, he is very consistent in that he desires them not to be on the streets protesting. He is very firmly against people being on the streets doing things he doesn't like. I say protesting as a youth, disrupting your classroom to go out and have your voice be heard, is an act of courage. It's an act of courage to celebrate, to uplift, to encourage and kindle that, to make sure that they continue to fight for democracy and their voice in their community. And to go out there and protest anyways, to organize that and try to get your voice heard in the hopes that the adults with any real power might care and do something is incredible. To be someone in such a position of power and authority and voice in our state, to mock them is a joke. Our community needs these kids. They don't need the editorial board. Moving into better news, we are a water tower people. We like water towers. We like putting art on water towers. And check out Fargo's distinctive water tower, which won an award. I don't know why we are water tower people, but it's cool. And I think it's because our land is like so incredibly flat. Like there are mountains. I don't know if that's real. Please don't cancel me. But I like that we care about water towers here. Maybe everyone does, but it's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I want to share some resources from North Dakota Domestic and Sexual Violence Coalition's post. It's kind of about how an individual could react when they suspect someone might be in abuse. These are messy situations, they're scary situations, and they're difficult situations. And I really just want you to know that there are resources out there. People are safe when we all are equipped to understand how to connect people meaningfully, how to have these conversations. And maybe we don't have the tools, but someone certainly does and can try to help you. So there's some good resources here, but follow them for more and do your best to just look out for the people in your life. That's the best any of us can do. Recently, UND put together some research for what makes a business welcoming for LG plus individuals. That research and the results of it have now been published on Forward 701, which is a statewide LG plus collaborative. But it could be useful for anyone, not just in Grand Forks, but across the state to make sure their businesses might be more accepting to their LG plus clientele. Or if you really dislike LG plus people, take all the recommendations and put it in reverse. That way everyone wins. Yeah, don't do that. Don't be a jerk. Levi Bachmeyer is now set to serve as our next North Dakota Superintendent of Public Instruction. My impression from people talking about this is that they are pretty well respected. I have interacted with them once when they were talking about one of the bills in the 2025 session. They seemed very intelligent and well-spoken. They seemed like they had a deep understanding of what they're talking about, and it seemed like they talked fairly compassionately about trying to find compromise between competing interests of individuals. So I, for now, have decent hopes that they are going to be doing a fantastic job. Let's see what happens. The next couple things are all going to be talking about the same general concept, but it's 3 different kind of stories. But specifically, the Trump administration canceled 94 million pounds of food aid, and it never arrived. There's a story that you can find from our state news that covers quite a lot of that. But there's also a currently request within our shelters for donations of blankets, coats, and funds as our temperatures are getting lower. While this is happening, SNAP benefits might be being cut, meaning that folks will no longer receive those coming November. There are going to be, I think, tens of thousands of people impacted across North Dakota where they're not going to be able to afford other things now because they have to put all their money toward food, or they can't even afford food. Our systems aren't well set up right now. The need for food has increased dramatically as income inequality and some of the consequences of this administration's decisions keep on hitting people. Grocery prices keep on rising, tariffs and trade issues keep on increasing cost across our country. It's not good. We have so many storms that are all condensing into one problem of people aren't going to be able to eat. And there are resources across our state. You can call 211. We have the Great Plains Food Bank that does a lot of things. But right now, I'm actually trying specifically to talk to them to ask, what does help look like? Because I don't want everyone doing their own thing, right? Because everyone kind of doing their own thing can be very disruptive. A ton of people all calling these organizations asking like what they can do to help is going to make their phones ring nonstop. I really want to find a way to make sure everyone's on the same page with how they can help. Because a lot of the time people will like go to the store to buy food and then donate that food, and that's bad. Don't do that. Just give them money. They have ways of purchasing food much cheaper than we're able to access. They know what their needs are better than we know what their needs are, and they don't need 200 boxes of Hamburger Helper. Maybe they do, but the thing is they might not. They can get oversaturated with some food items that they then can't really offload easily. So it's so important that we try to help in ways that aren't disruptive. The easiest thing is giving money, but if you have food in your shelf already, you can donate that if you feel like you're not going to be able to eat it. Ultimately, like if nothing else is on the table and you're able to help. But I'm just saying that I'm trying to find ways to make it so we can constructively help these organizations as productively and efficiently as possible while not disrupting their work. So that's what I'm trying to do work right now with. I've already talked to First Link, Great Plains Food Bank, community action partners. At least I'm trying to have conversations. I'm not important in this conversation. I am just trying to make sure I can direct people, because I have a very big reach, to how to best approach it. So I'm figuring it out. Follow me on social media, follow me on my website. I will try, as soon as I have good information, I will put it out there. There is a chance that this might not happen, which would be good, maybe. So it just heads up on all that. And so I have for you that's what I have for the show tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you keep on tuning in, let people know about it, especially the Night of Hope. You gotta let people know about the Night of Hope. You gotta do it. But yeah, that's what I got. Have a good night.